Coming up on Mountain News this morning, an Eastern Kentucky school district announces its first day of school as it continues to deal with the aftermath of destructive flooding. And a veteran-led organization dedicates its time to helping Eastern Kentucky communities recover following the floods.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Almost 6:33 here on this Thursday morning. I'm Dakota Makris. Thank you so much for waking up for us. And now it's 6:33. Did I say waking up for us? I meant waking up with us. My goodness gracious. All right, let's head over to Cameron this morning. I'm telling you, I'm on the struggle bus this morning. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. Well, I don't ever really know what I'm saying half the time. So I just talk.
Yeah.
It just spills out.
Good news, Dakota, this morning that we have no watches or warnings in effect for what feels like the first time in weeks across the area. That flood watch was canceled last night, so thankfully that is over with. But we are looking at a few more showers possible as we go through Thursday. Here is a live look at pinpoint Doppler right now. And you see we do have a few showers across the mountains over northern Floyd into southern Johnson County between Prestonsburg and Paintsville, also stretching into portions of Martin County and then into portions of Mingo and Logan County in West Virginia. We are also watching out for some patchy fog across the mountains. Here is a live look over at I-64. All is quiet in Rowan County, but we are looking at some dense fog less than 1 mile in Moorhead, less than 2 miles over in Jackson, also less than 2 miles in Williamsburg this morning. So between showers and dense fog, just be sure to give yourself plenty of time as you head out the door to go to work or school. Temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s, 70 in Jackson, 69 in Manchester, and 68 for Harlan and Pikeville. As we go through the rest of your Thursday, keep the rain gear close by because a few more showers are possible as a cold front moves through. But that cold front is also going to bring some cooler and drier air into the mountains by Friday and the weekend. I have that full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Dakota.
All right, Cameron, thank you. State police are investigating a suspected murder-suicide in Harlan County. Troopers with Post 10 in Harlan received a call Tuesday night about 2 people being shot on Jonathan Drive. Police say the initial investigation shows 39-year-old Phoebe Cloud was shot by her husband, 39-year-old Mitchell Cloud, before he killed himself. Both were pronounced dead at the scene by the Harlan County deputy coroner. For 2 weeks now, Kentucky State Police have been looking for 60-year-old Vanessa Baker. She's one of the 2 women from Breathitt County who have been missing since the flood. Anthony Mullins is Vanessa's nephew and pastor of County Line Community Church on the Perry-Breathitt County line. On the night of the floods, Anthony was on the phone with his mom. His dad, Vanessa's brother, was swept off his porch by the force of the water. He went to try and help Vanessa, but he cut his foot, fell, and the 2 got separated. He's turned his heartache into a mission, working to serve others.
You know, my family, they don't even have a splinter of their house left. It's all gone, and anything they can get to help them through this time is appreciative.
While his family awaits news from officials, he says the outpouring of support from both near and far has been a true glimmer of hope. Anyone with information about Vanessa Baker or Nancy Cundiff is asked to call the KSP Post 13 in Hazard. Knott County Central had the first floor of its building underwater during the flooding, which included the basketball gym. The floor of the Morton Combs Athletic Complex was put down in 1974, and it is the original floor. As for the classrooms, a lot still needs to be done. Wednesday was supposed to be the first day of school, but a new target date is now set.
Tentatively right now, September 19th is our start date, and that's contingent upon, getting everything lined out, all the facilities where they need to be. The infrastructure out in the county is going to determine a lot of that. We've lost a lot of bridges, a lot of driveways and culverts, and all the infrastructure, water lines, and those kind of things that go into that.
Well, 3 of the 8 schools in Knott County were flooded and heavily damaged. Well, we have some sad news for the people of Knott County and festival lovers alike. In a post made on the Knott County Gingerbread Festival Facebook page, it was announced the festival will not be held this year. In the post, officials ask sponsors, volunteers, and community leaders to spend their time and money putting their businesses and communities back together. They say something special is being planned for Knott County in the future, but for the moment, everyone is trying to cope with the devastation. A retired Wildcat has made his way to eastern Kentucky to help with flood relief efforts. Yesterday, former Kentucky basketball player Ramel Bradley spent some time with ARH volunteering in our region. His first stop was at the donation and distribution site in the old JCPenney building in Hazard.
Our hearts just go out to everyone all over eastern Kentucky, and I'm here to do what I have and to be supportive.
Bradley also works with App Harvest. ARH President and CEO Holly Phillips says they have been a great help to the people in eastern Kentucky. Well, in the past 2 weeks, we have seen many organizations come to the mountains to deliver supplies to those in need. But there are also organizations here offering their resources and manpower to help people clean up the debris and rebuild their lives. Our Alyssa Williams was in Letcher County to learn more about the work Team Rubicon and Toolbank are doing to help eastern Kentuckians.
Team Rubicon volunteers, or gray shirts as they like to say, are here to help eastern Kentucky.
This is a huge lift for the family. It gives them that hope, that light, to where they can start rebuilding their lives, because right now they're just struggling, trying to figure out what is the next step.
Team Rubicon is a veteran-led humanitarian organization dedicated to helping people clean up following disasters.
You know, we speak to people, and the amount of devastation they received, they always feel someone else is in bigger, dire need that needs that help. So they're always, go help my neighbor first before you help me.
Team Rubicon spent their Wednesday in Jenkins, helping to clear out the home of Marilyn Durham, who lived there for more than 20 years.
I'm thankful that they came and, helped, because I couldn't have never got that stuff out. And so I'm thankful for them, the workers that was here.
But Team Rubicon did not operate alone. They were able to receive tools from the New Orleans Tool Bank, an organization that helps to supply other groups with the tools they need to aid in recovery efforts.
We know that one of the main things you lose that hinders recovery is your tools, in a flooding situation. So we're very glad to be able to fill that gap.
Stepping up to fill the gaps for those who lost everything. In Letcher County, Alyssa Williams, WYMT, Mountain News.
Team Rubicon also has operations in Letcher and Pike counties and will be there as long as there is a need. Team Rubicon and Toolbank have also partnered with Ford Motor Company, who has supplied the organizations with electric trucks to help in their efforts. State officials are warning people in eastern Kentucky to watch out for snakes during ongoing cleanup efforts. The Kentucky Energy and Environment Cabinet says its crews ran across this snake while helping in flooded areas. The Commonwealth is home to a number of venomous snakes, mainly copperheads and timber rattlesnakes. Officials are warning people to be careful and watch out for any potential threats in the area. Snakes could be hiding in debris piles, so be careful when you're picking up and clearing debris.
Well, it is a cloudy start to our Thursday across the mountains. Here is a live look over at I-75 in Mount Vernon. Looking at a cloudy sky across the region this morning, and those temperatures are also pretty mild and muggy as you step out the door as well. We're also watching out for a few showers, especially over the eastern side of the region for places like Martin County into southern Johnson County, also into northern Floyd County. These are all moving off towards the south and east. Also looking at a few showers in Logan and Mingo counties in West Virginia. Also dealing with a few areas of patchy fog as you step out the door, sitting at 0 visibility right now in Moorhead, just less than 2 miles in Jackson and less than half a mile over in Williamsburg. So be sure to give yourself plenty of time this morning, because you may run into some patchy fog or possibly some showers as well. We could see a few more showers later on today. High temperatures in the lower 80s, but we are tracking some cooler and drier air by Friday. I have that complete forecast coming up in just a little bit. Dakota.
All right, Cameron, thank you. It's almost 6:42. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, we see a sharp increase in monkeypox cases here in the U.S. We'll have more on the numbers in just a few minutes.